Fortress and DFHowTo. What are they? Let's get to it. Dwarf Fortress is a world-building engine, and it builds an entire world, a landscape, and also a history to it. Major events, major people, things of that nature. It is developed by Tarn and Zach Adams, which they started in 2002. Its original release was in 2006 to the public. It has been going on donations only since then. And Tarn believes he should have it finished sometime around 2031 to go to beta. To interact with this world, there are three modes: Legends, Adventure, and Dwarf Fortress. Legends mode is a way to look through the history of the world that's been generated. It will show you things like historical figures, regions, underground regions, what civilizations have been built, different structures that are out there, and all of the primary events. You can also go through historical maps that will show you how the different civilizations grew across the map into their different events. This game mode won't lock you into a game type, so you'll be able to look through Legends before you start in Adventurer mode or Dwarf Fortress mode and get an idea of the world if that's what you choose to do. Be aware, there's a lot of information in there. The next mode that you can play in Dwarf Fortress is Adventurer mode. Adventurer mode is played as a turn-based game where you'll wander around, meet new people, take on quests, fight things, and generally play a roguelike type game. A roguelike is typically described as a procedurally generated world where you won't play the same game twice. Gameplay will be turn-based. You'll use tile-based graphics. ASCII is usually the go-to for these. It's the easiest to build out. And it's a permadeath game. It's an Iron Man game. The other mode for Dwarf Fortress is Dwarf Fortress. In Dwarf Fortress, you'll pretty much build up a castle from scratch with a bunch of adventurers who will do their jobs in a simulator. From there, you'll probably end up getting sieged while you're growing farms and husbanding animals. You'll do some mining, digging out anything up to the mines of Moria, heading for the center of the earth, maybe even digging too deep. And along the way, you'll build out some kind of mega project. Probably a pipeline to the surface for magma to burn your enemies to death, or some other random project that comes to mind. DFHowTo will be a series on the Dwarf Fortress mode of Dwarf Fortress. Difficulty in Dwarf Fortress has become somewhat legendary. The problem isn't the game itself, it's that the interface is a beta model because Toady does not wish to keep adjusting the interface and the UI every time he makes a change to the game, so he's going to do that down the road. The other problem with opening up in Dwarf Fortress is you get thrown right in the deep end. There's no tutorial steps, there's no levels, there's no understanding it piece by piece. It's a sheer cliff. This series is meant to make Dwarf Fortress and Fortress mode accessible to everybody. My objective is to do 5-minute lessons focused on a very particular topic. I'll be ranging from the beginner to the advanced, from creating your first world and getting started, into giant minecart constructs, and trapping forbidden beasts so that you can create giant silk farms. It's going to be open to discussion. I do not know everything, and I will endeavor to incorporate any corrections that are given to me. And finally, this series is not meant to replace the wiki, but to supplement it. The idea is that you'll be able to use this information to go better understand and know what to look for in all of the other resources that have been created by this amazing community. So let me show you how to get the game going. Now, the first obvious way to go get Dwarf Fortress is to go to www.bay12games.com. From there, you can go to the screen, and you can get Windows, Linux, or Mac for your download. But I don't recommend you do that. What I recommend you do is you go to the forums and you look for a gentleman named Paradexus Errant and his starter pack. It's not currently a sticky item, but you can do a search. I'll have the link down here in the bottom in the information. On there, there's a list of instructions as to what to do to get the game going, but what you're going to do is click on the download link, which will bring you over to this DF file depository page, also known as DFFD. It's hosted by Bay12 and is a great site to find save game shares and maps, as well as mods if you poke around. From here, you'll click on Download Now and download a zip file. So take your new zip file and unpack it with your favorite unzipper, and you will see a folder that looks like this. Don't worry if you don't have the .user in the standard error file yet. You won't have them until you actually launch it. Launch the exe that's in here, and you will get a screen that looks like this. I'll go through the majority of these options with you at a later date, but for now, just accept the defaults. Turn on the two profiles, Advanced and Default. Next, we're going to click on the Graphics tab, and if you want to follow along with my tile set, I'm going to use the Phoebus 16 pixel tile set. So highlight that, click on the Install Graphics button below it, and then click Play Dwarf Fortress. You'll be ready to go for our next step. I'll see you there.